Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Right, finally after many months, I've actually got myself going again, because going back a few months ago, one of my subscribers asked me to please make a tutorial on a oil refinery. So here it is. I've now finally honored that request, and I've made the oil refinery. Right, this is just a prelude, just to give you an overview of what the refinery is going to look like, and then I will then make the different various series of 1 hour long videos each, where I will do a full tutorial on helping you build a refinery exactly the same as this, step by step or block by block. Right, okay, here our trucks will come into a loading area here, where the oil tankers will then fill up with petrol, gasoline, diesel, etc. Whilst the trucks have been filled, the drivers have a little sit-down area where they can actually have either be it their breakfast, brunch or lunch or whatever. Okay, then obviously they will either drive in the one way or the other way, and of course we will have a stop sign there to be careful before crossing into the main road. Moving on to our admin building here on the left over here, we have to go through the security checkpoint over here with boom gates. Obviously I do have signs up. I have done a tutorial on how to make signs for YouTube, so please check out one of my previous videos on that. Please remember that you are being warned here of CCTV, so let's just behave ourselves. We don't want to get into trouble. We are being watched by camera. Coming into our security checkpoint over here, a security office where they'll obviously just check, be it visitors, and make sure everyone that is entering the facility has the necessary permission and permits to come in. Right, moving into our double-story admin block over here, we have our main reception over here, waiting area on the one side and a second waiting area on the left. The rear section of the reception then goes out into the plant or the refinery, whatever you're actually wanting to call it. On our first wing, we have our management offices, where we have a boardroom. As you will see, each and every office I have fitted out with furniture. Our financial manager, and of course our chemical engineer, which is necessary for a refinery to have. I'm getting stuck on my doors here. Right, on the other wing, we have our staff canteen. In the canteen area, obviously, it is a subsidized canteen with a full equipped kitchen and kitchen staff. Let's move over into the kitchen area. Obviously, they have cakes and things like that for dessert. Cooking areas, cookers, microwave, wash-up area, fridges, chopping boards, and a nice juicy steak. I think that is my steak that I've ordered for lunch. Alright, that goes off into the plant. Moving back through the doors, we'll go up the stairs where we have all our other general offices here. For example, our secretary. We have a further boardroom upstairs here. and every single office down here, as you will see, has been furnished. And of course, right at the end, we have our archive room for files and records, accounts, records, etc., etc., debtors and creditors. Moving back downstairs, then alongside the admin block where we have our staff, some of our staff parking area, we have an outside area for those that don't wish to make use of the subsidized canteen, and for those folks that bring their own lunch. We have a lovely sit-down area, especially on a bright, beautiful sunny day like it is today, to sit outside under the trees and shade in the cool and enjoy your bit of lunch or morning tea. I've got two warehouses over here. One warehouse would actually be a fully equipped workshop. Obviously the workshop I have not fitted out, or the warehouse put in a racking system, shelves, etc., etc., all the spare parts that's necessary for the plant. Obviously that there you can actually finish off. The whole purpose of me doing these tutorials is just to give you guys and girls some ideas, bit of inspiration, so that you can then work away and maybe alter and change it the way that you like or fancy. Our rear entrance or main entrance into the staff canteen, so that staff don't have to go through the main reception, and of course the rear section of the reception, which I've already covered. Okay, within the plant it is made up of various sorts of equipment and machinery, as all refineries and factories do have. Namely, we have a switchboard room over here with all our main switchboards, and a switch room within, guys. Now I know, which I will have when I do the build, I'll have a electrical substation feeding in to the switchboard. Now you can check out the link which I'll give you above or below, being the full tutorial that I did do previously on building an electrical substation. So you can actually follow that video. I don't have to go through it step by step with you how to actually do it. So you can follow that video and build your own switchboard linking in here. Obviously, as you will see, we've got lots of equipment over here. On top here we have a main compressor over here, hence the color of the pipe is blue, which is the international code for air. The yellow pipes literally depict processed product. Okay, we'll actually get to that. Right at the back of the oil refinery we have 8 storage tanks, which is for our crude oil. Now what I will have on my build within my world is an offshore pumping station where the super tankers will unload their crude oil offshore, and will be piped in, and then those pipes will then link up with these 4 over here coming in. Okay, so you can always do that yourself. As you could see, the crude oil comes in, it's pumped in and filled up into the storage tanks. Then on our discharges, we have, as you could see, I have fitted valves that will literally control the flow of the crude oil coming out. And this is will flow from one tank over to the other, or B, it would flow out and then back down to the refinery itself, with all our checks valves, through a main pump. This pump then takes the crude oil, and first it has to be heated, being the first step of the process of the refinery. Going to the front of it, as I say, this is our crude oil heater. Coming in to it, which you may have seen that we walked past, was a gas cylinder, or tank, should I say. That gas is then piped in here with a valve that supplies the gas to our heater. I'll switch for switching the gas on and off, but I won't do that. Bit of a workshop area over here. Coming in here, let me just show you here at the back, just so that you got your bearing. That's where our crude oil comes in. It enters in here in this pipe, and it'll zigzag all the way up to the top, where the gas is then heating the crude oil. Once she's heated, it's then discharged out the top, going back up outside. See, that's the gas supply that I was telling you about over here. The discharge of your heated oil, now the pipe color has changed from the white coming in of our crude oil, because it is now been processed into various stages, so it is in the process of manufacture. The heater then goes through into a distillation tower. Then from our distillation tower, we're going to get a bit of a split over here, where it's going to go into two cocoa plants over here. Now guys, remember, it is coca, as in C-O-K-E-R, not Coke as in Coca-Cola that you drink, or the Coke that you sniff, okay? I don't want to be getting into trouble here with YouTube, otherwise I'll be banned. Okay, right, we've got our two cocos over here. We got a cracker as well. And each of these other pieces of equipment here is the separation process and the breaking down of the crude oil into our different various byproducts. Of what we can also see is a bit of gas as well that's coming off. Here we've got 6 storage tanks here, A, B, C, D, and E. These are miscellaneous products that could be used for tar for the manufacture of our roads, other byproducts for plastic material, manufacture of plastic, motor oils, etc., etc. Our P and D. P is our petrol, or gas, or gasoline as it's called in America, and our D1 to 4 is for our diesel tanks. Once again, you could see we're getting a split of gas, LPG, liquid petroleum gas, that's coming also as a bit of our byproduct. K1 and 2 is for kerosene oil, which is for predominantly used for home heating. The other pipe here that's coming from this process over here is now our return flow of our water, which is partly contaminated. So it goes into a bit of a separation stroke cleaning pool area. This has got to be cleaned and sanitized so we can safely pump it into rivers or into the ocean. We have our cooling tower here. This cooling tower is where all your products, which is now slightly, remember, has gone through the entire process, so it is warmed and heated, or still warmed and heated. This is a cooling area which then cools the product down, and as you can see, all the products are filtering through here, through into our gas or LPG, which will then be almost into a liquid form, the gas, then separated, coming through back to this filling station for our gasoline and diesel and so on. Right, guys, okay, that's a quick overview of the refinery. I hope that you've enjoyed it and liked this intro video, and please give it a like, and please feel free to put comments up of how you've actually found it, and anything else that you would like to say. If you want to make any crits, please feel free to do so. Now, I must say that the actual size of the refinery is an abridged version of an oil refinery, where in actual fact an oil refinery would be at least 3 times the size. Obviously for Minecraft I've had to scale it down because of the space that is going to take. Already the footprint of this is huge, and a lot of people are going to have a problem in being able to potentially fit it within their world. Okay, so right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed my quick tour of the refinery and what I will do now after this, but please be patient as it is a big build. I'm going to make a start in actually doing a full tutorial on the build for you. It will, because of the size of the build, will consist of a number of series or parts within the video. Each video I'll try not allow it to exceed a 1 hour period, but please expect there's going to be a lot of parts to it, where I will then show you and help you where you can actually build this by following me step by step, block by block. Okay, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you on the first part of the tutorial, which will follow hopefully very soon. Okay, guys, thanks a lot. See ya. Bye.